They say life slows down after 50. But what if this is just the beginning? Welcome to Starting Over Again with Cassandra. This is a channel that proves it's never too late to rewrite your story. Whether you're restarting your career, you're chasing a long lost dream, or just trying to find you again, this is your space to get inspired, stay motivated, and take action. Starting over at 50 doesn't mean we're going backwards. It means finally moving forward on your terms. Hit subscribe and let's take that first step together. The truth punched me in the face this morning. I had been carrying on and fussing with God about why are my prayers financially not being answered. I was going to town and I told God I just don't understand. Everything else I've prayed has been answered except for you allowing me to find a job, opening a way for me to have a job, or getting funds into my bank account. And I was talking to my brother, and he asked me a simple question. He said, Cassandra, how long has it been since you've been working? And I said, well, I haven't worked since July 25th of last year. And he said, sis, it's been a year and you have been so focused on not having a job that you fail to realize that God has been making a way for you for the last year. Your needs have been taken care of for the last year. Some kind of way you have made it this last year. And I thought about it, I said, that is so true when we talked about how God gave the people in the desert manna from heaven to make it through. He didn't give them enough food and provisions to get through the 40 days and 40 nights. He gave them provision to get through that day. It was such a wake up moment for me. And I began to reflect over all the things I have learned and gathered in this last year. Things, to be honest, I never would have received and understood had God made a way and opened up a job for me and finances for me. I wouldn't have fought as hard for myself as I'm fighting now. I wouldn't have fought as hard for my dreams as I'm fighting now. I'm fighting now as if my very life depends upon it because it does. And not just financially, but emotionally and spiritually. I am learning so much. I'm finding out so many truths about myself and about God and about life and about the universe, about my family and about my friends and people around me. So I just stopped by to encourage somebody who's been looking at what they have and looking at the provision that God has provided in life and the universe have provided for them, and they're frustrated because they thought that they should have a certain thing or they thought they should have a certain amount. The amount that you have in your bank account has nothing to do with security. One illness, one accident, one incident can wipe out everything that you thought was going to keep you financially safe and secure. And I'm learning every day in real time to get on solid foundation such as joy, peace, laughter, and faith. I tell myself every single day, I'm going to find a way, I'm going to make a way, I'm going to be the way. I'm going to go whether I feel like it or not. In the past, Hard times would have stopped me in my tracks. I would have given up in frustration or disappointment or despair. I don't let those things stop me. Now I tell those things to get the hell out of my way, or you'll just be keeping me company until you get bored and mess with somebody else. So I just stopped by to tell you, be encouraged. Look around you. Look at how far you have come. You are nowhere near where you want to be, but you are not the person that you were just a little bit ago. You keep going. You keep striving. You keep trying. You are more than your bank account or lack thereof. You don't have to adorn yourself with fancy this, that, and the other. You don't have to have a yacht to show that you have arrived. You don't have to have $1 billion in the bank to show that you are a worthwhile individual. There is nobody else like you. Nobody else has your thoughts. Nobody else can move with the style and grace that you move with. Nobody has your spirit. Nobody has your laughter. Nobody has your unique vision of the world. The world needs what only you can provide in your way, the way you do things, the way you see things. Yes, you're going to have your haters and trolls out there who are going to talk about you. It doesn't matter how you do things. If you say hello, they're going to say you should have said hi. If you said hi, they say you should have said hello. If you don't speak, they're going to say, well, you should have spoken. If you speak, they're going to say, well, you shouldn't have spoken. So don't base your worth, your validation by what somebody thinks about you. Put yourself out there. Put your needle out there. I keep saying we are all needles in a haystack. Don't let the fact that you are one of millions of billions discourage you. Just remind yourself it's going to take time for my video to be seen. It's going to take time for my song to be heard. It's going to take time for my book to be seen so that it can be read. It's going to take time for him to get to me. It's going to take time for her to get to me. It's going to take time for them to get to me. And in the meantime, make an impact where you can. Love as many people as you can. Shine your light in as many places as you can. Don't give in to this rhetoric that we have to be divided with each other. Don't give in to this rhetoric that this world is filled with nothing but hate. There's plenty of people like myself and like you who live their life with integrity, who loves, who cares, who want the best for the world. You keep on putting out your positive content. Yeah, I know that right now those YouTube algorithms and Instagram and TikTok algorithm seems to be rewarding negative stuff and hateful stuff and things that have people reaching out to their lowest common denominator. You keep taking the high road. I know it gets exhausting. The Bible says, let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if you faint not. And it can get so exhausting. I told God last night, I said, I'm not weary, but I'm just awful tired. I'm tired of fighting this same mountain. I work most of my life, so it's been difficult not working in this last year. There's a time and place and season for everything. So if you're in a holding pattern right now, be encouraged. You get you some rest because when it's time for you to get back up and get back in a fight, you're going to wish you had this time. So if you're in a period right now where you don't have a job or things are not going the way you want to at your job, sit down and grab a piece of paper and write down those things that you would like to do, the ideas that you would like to implement at your job. If you want to be an entrepreneur like everybody wants to be, write down the things that you're going to need to know to start doing those things. Things take time. You got to start again a million times. You're going to fail a million times. You're going to get told no a billion times. You're going to get ghosted trillions of times. I get ghosted every single day, but that's okay. It used to hurt terribly. Man, after I uploaded the videos, I used to be so excited, like, oh my God, there's going to be so many people. And then when nobody came, I used to get so dismayed and embarrassed and discouraged. I don't anymore. I understand that I had to keep up my needle out there. And when I do my blog pieces, and only like 20 or so folks stop by of my 250 some odd followers, I don't get discouraged by that. I love on those 20 people. And some days it's just like two or three. I love on those two or three. You keep putting your work out there. You keep putting your fight out there. You keep putting your say out there. Life is so short. Life is truly what we make it. Make it a fantastic one. I thank you so much for taking the time to visit me and starting again. Again, know that your life has worth and value. Know that it's okay to start over again. Some days you're going to have to start over 10 times in one day. The next day, we'll try to cut it down to like 8. I only messed up like 3 or 4 times today. I only had to redo a voiceovers 2 or 3 times so far today. That's okay. The last video that I did, the computer didn't want to work right. And it kept saying your video is not going through. Retry, retry. And I learned if I just keep on clicking on it, after the third or fourth time, it will go through. What if I had got discouraged and said just skip it and just click off? I would never get done. The videos would never get done. And that's what life does to us. Sometimes it wants to test us to see, are you going to retry? Are you going to retry? Are you going to retry? Right now, we are going through a heat wave. That's messing with my vertigo that I have, and it's messing with my voice and making me sound a whole lot huskier than I normally do. But I said, you know what? I still got that love. I still have that joy. I still have that fight. I can still care about somebody to the best of my ability. So I'm giving my best to you today. You keep on doing you. Know that you are loved. Know that you are not alone. I thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you like and subscribe so that you can get some more words, and head on over to my Why Can I Be Loud at WordPress.com blog so I can encourage you on the daily. You have an amazing day. Have a fantastic rest of your day. If you're not, know that you pray for every single day. I pray for people every single day. I have enough faith for me and just about everybody in the world. You take care and have a great one. Until next time.